This question is for Dan McClellan. In your response to another person's video, you said this, and I have a question.
These are the books that he recommended as the true teachings. Marcion was actually excommunicated by the church. He was considered to be a heretic. And this is because he believed the God of Jesus was above the God of the Old Testament. They are two different gods. The God of Israel is a lesser, evil God, and Jesus' God is a higher God.
So this is Gnosticism. This is what happens when you take the cosmology of Middle Platonism and it has a baby with the Bible. And hopefully you can see the anti-Semitism inherent in the notion that the God of the Jewish people is evil and corrupt and a lesser God, and that the God of Jesus is a higher God. But it's basically just reformulating the creation of the world through the lenses of Middle Platonism and its own cosmological narrative that it has come up with.
Gnostic comes from...
Although I understand everything you said about Gnosticism and the Neoplatonism, how that created this idea, what struck me and what spurred the question in my mind is the fact that you said that this would be anti-Semitism, which is a word that I think is too narrowly used, because Semitic people would also encompass anyone who is of that Semitic language, which would then include many people in the Arab nations, since Arabic is a Semitic language, Egyptian is a Semitic language, and so on and so forth. But but here's the main question: if saying that your God is a higher God, and that the people who worship the Israelite God is an evil God, would be considered anti-Semitic, then with post-Roman conversion to Christianity, and then with colonization in the age of discovery for Europeans, with them going and to the Indus Valley, with them going to West Africa, with them going to the Americas, and to teach that their Christian ideas of God is a good God and is above the indigenous people's religion, the indigenous people's God, and that their gods are evil gods, then would that make Western Christianity and I'm going to make up some words, anti-Indicism, anti-Africanism, anti-Americanism, anti-Central Americanism, and anti-South Americanisms, all made up words, would that also make those to be the same as those of the Gnostics, who you say would be anti-Semitic? And so the continuation of Christianity to suggest that the gods of any other peoples that they have conquered are is inappropriate and anti-Semitic. Would that also make that the same in the idea of when Western Christianity came under the Romans and then dominated and has dominated the majority of the world since that time frame? Because if that's true, the only difference is organization, money, and political power, because the people of West Africa, the colonized people of Africa, the colonized people in the Americas, who don't have the financial power, who don't have the government support, who don't have the political power that the Jews who were sent to Europe and then attempted genocide upon them, the power that they gained allowed for Wilhelm, when he coined the phrase anti-Semitism, to be utilized in describing the Germans' attempt to genocide the Jewish people, and then that stronghold of the mentality used to keep that from ever happening again. And now we see the word being used in almost any opportunity. Would that still be the same if the people of the Americas, the people of Africa, the people of the Indus decided that they wanted to consider Christianity to be anti of their freer religions before being conquered by Christians? I hope that you can answer this question. I want to hear your opinions on it, your thoughts on it. That'd be great. Oh, and by the way, slip it on in there. I would love to have you on my podcast. If my cigars is a hindrance to that, I can guarantee you that on the podcast, I would not utilize cigars, and the main place will be the larger following of over 145,000 people that are on my Facebook channel, and the 15,000 plus that are on my YouTube channel. So I would love to have you as a guest. Please send me a message. It would be an honor to have you as a guest. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.